what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Hey everyone, welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I'm Leslie. I am the Farm and Pastor's Wife, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, I'm just picking up where yesterday's video left off. I have my dishes from my cowboy candy. I'm fixing to clean that up. I was going to make fried cabbage, but Bryant forgot to pick up the cabbage at the grocery store. He ran to town for me, and I have used my last cabbage, so I sent him to get it, but it didn't happen. He forgot it, so we're doing something else. We're going to do balsamic glazed, maple glazed Brussels sprouts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I bought some fresh Brussels sprouts, and I'm just going to cut the ends off and cut them in half. In just a little bit, I'm going to take you with me and Caroline, and we are going to, we are going to hunt up some persimmon trees. The ones that I've always gone to are starting to die out, and so we're going to scout out some more persimmon trees, and we're going to see, you know, what the fruit looks like. Is it ready to be harvested, and so forth. Now, y'all, if I had my little piggy that I so desperately want, I would be feeding these scraps to the pig, but I don't have a pig. So, and the reason I would have a pig is to raise for meat. It would not be a pet. It would, I mean, I would love it like a pet, but I would raise it as for meat, and I would know that going in, so probably wouldn't name it. Okay, I will finish doing this, and I'll bring you back at the next step. Okay guys, I am going to keep my scraps. I'm going to keep them for either a vegetable stock, because I've already started some onion peel and leftover onion to save for vegetable stock, or I'm thinking about keeping it just as compost to throw out on my garden area to just kind of help the soil out a little bit. So we'll see. I'm just going to toss that over there, and I'm going to clean up my dishes from my cowboy candy. Alright, I've mentioned, before we move on to the Brussels sprouts, I've mentioned that we're going to look for persimmon trees and so forth. So I went ahead out to the porch, and I got my 2 items that I use to press out the pulp from the persimmons. And one is this cone thing, and let's see if I got my wooden. I'm going to have to hunt up my wooden thing, but it comes with a wooden tool, and you just roll it around, and the pulp comes out through here, and every now and then you'll scrape it off and so forth and so on. I'm not sure what this is called. Some kind of strainer, funnel strainer, I don't know. Cone strainer, I don't know. Dunce strainer, I don't know what that's called, but that's what we've always used. I've got an antique one. Love it. I have a stand that this one actually sets in, but I don't use the stand. So I didn't bring it in. Okay, I also have a food meal. Hold on one second. There's a telephone call coming in. Okay, as I was saying, here is a food meal. Now, this is what I use, and I need a bigger one. I need to go buy me a bigger one, but they're expensive. But this is what I use when I make apple butter. Because when I cook my apples, I actually leave the skins on, because that helps aid in the color of everything. It kind of gives your applesauce a pink tint, and then you cook it down, and it's just beautiful. So I leave the skins on, and so when I use this, it just pulls the skin right off. Once I get all the apple squeezed out, I turn it around and go the opposite direction. It scrapes up the seed and the skin, and I mean not seed, the skin and so forth. Now with persimmons, you have a big seed in there, and we'll cut a seed open. I need to do that. I picked up one while ago on yesterday's video, but it was a while ago for me. We need to go open that. We need to go open that seed. But anyway, and see the old wives' tale is that a persimmon seed can predict what the weather is going to be like for the winter. If you see a spoon, it's going to be snow, and it symbolizes a shovel. A fork is going to be, I think it's just going to be a mild winter. And a knife is going to be very cold. It cuts like a knife. So the wind and the cold is going to be really cold. So I think that's what a fork, I can't remember what the fork means. I just think it means a mild winter. But anyway, I'm willing to try this again with persimmons. I don't think I've ever had a lot of luck because everything gets, the big seeds get caught in there. But I'm going to wash these up. I went out and got them out of my storage thing out on the porch. So I'm just going to wash them up. They're not dirty, just may have a little dust or a spider web on them. So I'm going to rinse them off, and I'll bring you back when we do the next step to the Brussels sprouts. Okay, y'all, I got this pan out of the oven. I have a sweet potato going, and I'm going to put the Brussels sprouts. The potato's not quite done, so I'm going to put these Brussels sprouts on here. I'm going to grab some avocado oil. If you had olive oil, that would be wonderful. I'm going to sprinkle this with a little bit of oil. And I'm going to have to get some utensils to stir that with, because my pan is hot. If my pan was not hot, I would do it with my hands, of course. Kind of getting everything back from the... Alright, let's put just a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to grab my salt and pepper. Oh, I'm about out of salt. About out of my salt. Okay, and some pepper. And this is going in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. About the time the potatoes done, they will be done. So it's going in. At the end, I don't have any raw bacon cut up, so I'm just at the end, I'm going to sprinkle some bacon pieces that I already had, store-bought bacon pieces. And then I have a balsamic glaze. I'll share that with you in just a second. Alright guys, in here I have about, it was when I first started about 1/4 of a cup of balsamic and about 2.5, almost equal parts of maple syrup, but a little bit less of the maple syrup. And I've been cooking it and reducing it down. It's reduced pretty good. I think I'm going to just cut this off now and let it wait. But I reduced it maybe by 1/3 to 1/2, somewhere around there. Okay, so we're just going to let that sit, and then when my Brussels sprouts come out, I'll put them in a bowl and just take a spoon and spoon this over them along with the bacon that I'm going to put in there at the last minute. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. Alright y'all, the Brussels sprouts have been in for about 15 minutes, and that's at 400. Let me get another. Some of my pot holders need replacing. They're really thin. Yep, just like that one. Alright, so I'm going to give them a quick little stir. And then we're going to put some bacon Oh, look at that. Look at that good char. Y'all see that? Oh, yum. Sorry, I thought you guys could see. Sorry. Alright, so I've taken the potato off. And we're just going to stir those around. And now I'm just going to sprinkle a few bacon, you know, store-bought bacon bits, but real bacon, not the imitation stuff. Just a few. I figure since I'm giving him such a not a fancy meat, we'll make the side fancy. How's that? I mean, it's not like I'm fixing some kind of sub sandwich type thing with the kielbasa either. I'm just slicing it up and putting it in the air fryer. Okay, y'all, we'll be back. And I'm going to give it probably about 5 minutes. And here is our balsamic glaze, our maple glaze. Oh, it's going to be so good. All right, everybody. Let's get these in this bowl here. Thought somebody was knocking. I love all these little charred bits. Now I'm going to cover this bowl because I want the heat to remain in there and continue to soften the Brussels. Ah, I dropped one. Continue to soften the... I dropped another. Get over there. I got my utensils in the wrong hands. All right. Stick these potatoes back on here. And I'm going to take a spoon. And we're just going to spoon this glaze right over those Brussels sprouts. And then I'm going to put a plate. I don't have a lid to this bowl anymore. I think the lid got broke. Oh my goodness, y'all. It should be Thanksgiving with this side dish. What do y'all think? I mean, really? Alright, I'm going to put a plate on it just to keep all the heat in. We'll see you back in just a minute. You know what? Bad things happen when you get caught up on Facebook Reels. Bad things happen. Like you burn the kielbasa in the air fryer. How does that even happen? Not bad. I'm not sure if Bryant likes his things as done as I do, but anyway, but on a better note, I guess you can't win them all, right? Let me tell you, I definitely won right here. It's just me and Bryant tonight, so yes, I'm eating out of the bowl. Oh my goodness. That will redeem any burnt kielbasa any day. Y'all, those Brussels sprouts are so good. So good. And I don't even think the kielbasa is that bad. Even that really burnt one. The backside's not that burnt. See, if it's burnt one area, I can do. Bryant may not be very happy with me. He don't care. As soon as Caroline gets here, we'll go look for persimmons. And we're hunting out the trees anyway. Alright Alright y'all, we're over here near the chicken houses. You can see the tops of them over there. We're going in this field. Caroline's got the gate for me. Let me turn this off so I can drive. Okay guys, this is a persimmon tree. There's not many ready here yet. There's a few on the ground that Caroline's finding. Yep, and Judah's finding them. Let me get my bowl. There we go. Let me grab my bowl. Okay, everybody, look at my helpers. And I'm going to show you what they're picking up. Can you see these persimmons? All these little orange balls on the ground? That's what we're picking up. Okay, here is our whole bowl full of persimmons, and as you can see, some have squished. Caroline stuck some in her dress to carry them, and they squished as she put them in the bowl, so we'll toss some of these out. As you can see, it picks up grass because they're so moist. So you have to be very, very easy when cleaning these. So, yep, this is a persimmon, and this is fixing to take me a lot of work.
All right, everybody, forgive the mess, okay? She's been doing some canning today. They're here in the kitchen. It's cool. The windows are up. Tell them what you're doing, Miss Les.
I am washing these persimmons you just saw us pick.
Dude, look at me again like that.
You just saw us pick.
She looked over her glasses.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And that aggravates me. All right.
We,
washing them and capping them, right?
yeah, they are so soft when they hit the ground. Sometimes they squish and they pick up grass, and so I'm pulling the little black cap off.
They pick up grass? Look there.
Yeah. And they have a little tail on the bottom. They have a cap on the top and a little tail on the bottom.
Show us one.
All right, here's the little cap.
There's the cap.
And we're going to pull it off.
Pull the cap off.
And here's this little tail.
Little tail.
And I pull it off.
So we're going to decap it and detail it.
Yep.
Detail it. Get it?
Detail it.
So, yeah.
And Isaac's doing the important job over here.
What's Isaac doing?
Isaac's mashing them.
Isaac's mashing them. Look at there.
And you just put them in there and roll it around.
What's that press called, Mom?
I don't know. I can't remember what it's called.
Look at there. That persimmon goodness right there. So, a lot of work.
A lot of work to have a persimmon pudding.
To get that little bit of pulp right there. So, we'll bring you back in a second as they continue to work on this.
Y'all, this is what you call a family effort right here. Now, Bryant is trying to use this food meal to see which one he likes best. It actually scrapes it off the bottom. There's a little needle right there that goes around, and it does the scraping of the bottom.
Like a little spring water. I like
it's hard for me to handle it, so.
I like it because I can go backwards like this right here.
Yep.
And then go back forward.
Now, I do love it for my applesauce, that's for sure.
Look at her. She's just flinging her.
And I tell you what, that stuff is gold right in there. That is gold. Okay, guys, we got a lot more than this. We've just changed bowls. He's working over here in this bowl.
How did you talk me into this?
I don't know, because you love me.
Sure.
Look at there. Look, okay, so each of my desserts, my persimmon pudding calls for 2. I have a recipe that calls for 3, but I think I'm going to use this year the one that calls for 2. So I am just going to go ahead and measure 2 cups out and put them in here, and we'll put them in the freezer. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, here's the persimmon seed. The old wise tale is, I think I've shared this already once before, but if there's a spoon inside, then you're going to have lots of snow. I'm not sure what the fork means.
Oh!
I'm not sure what the fork means, but then the knife, some people say it means you're going to have ice. Others, I've always heard it means it's going to be really, really cold and the air's frigid.
Tell them I've never done this before.
We've never cut open it. I mean, he's never cut open into a seed before, and I've just watched it done. We'll bring you back once he gets it cut open.
Yeah, if I don't lose a finger.
Well, guys, I think the guy cutting the seeds mutilated them because I can't tell what they are.
I can tell.
This one kind of looks like a knife.
That's a knife.
But then that one kind of looks like a spoon.
Looks like a spoon.
And I don't know what those are.
A mistake.
So, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll cut into another one.
But guess what? We don't believe them anyway, do we?
The weather's going to do what it's going to do.
Yep.
No, I think there may be something to it. But
You think so?
Yeah, there may be something to it.
I don't think so.
We'll see. We'll try again tomorrow.
See, in 2 Kings chapter 22, there was astrologers in the temple.
That's not astrology. Astrology's the stars.
That's close enough. And Josiah kicked them out.
Meteorologists study stuff about the earth to tell the weather, and I think, but we'll see.
I'll call my buddy Austin Cabinets and see
There
if they studied persimmon
Brian has
seeds.
a friend that's a meteorologist.
All right, guys. See you shortly.
Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching us pick persimmons and do the persimmons and clean them and all that good stuff. I got enough to make 4 persimmon puddings. When I say pudding, I don't mean like a bowl of chocolate pudding. It's kind of in a cake, like a sheet pan. Not a sheet pan, like a 9x13. I think some people have called it shaky cake instead of persimmon pudding. But I'll probably make one for you guys on Sunday's video. That'll probably be Sunday's video. I can go ahead and make one and take it to homecoming. But, so, yeah. Now, one thing about my persimmon pudding is I don't put spices in it. A lot of people put spices. In fact, everybody I know puts spices in it. I don't like spices in mine. So, with that being said, you can change this up to what you want it to be. But anyway, we'll do that on Sunday's video. I am going to spend this. This is now Tuesday. So, I've got Judabug. So, we're going to have a good day. And we're going to end this video now. He's got chocolate Pop-Tart on his face, but that's okay. So, come here, Judo. We need to end the video. You going to help me end the video? Yeah. And what do we say? If the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Okay, he's a silly boy. So if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.